ROC Cola, and get ready as Tim Trotter is going to go to our lineup, probably the prayer and then the national anthem. So we're going to go for a commercial break, and we'll be right back telling you. Ref steps in, toss, controlled in there by Jordan Wright of the Chargerettes. She's wanting to drive, cannot do it as Kingston opens up into a man-to-man. They played Harriman last night, beat them pretty good. Off to Coleman it goes into the corner. They're running, popping out is Smith. Inside it goes Coleman. Wheel steals off the board, no good. Rebound knocked away, but then Baker had it knocked out of her hand. Wright picks it up, puts it in. Jordan Wright. Chargerettes stayed with it. Here comes full court pressure. Doesn't look like that'd be Wilson. They're going to have any problem already in front court. Runyon on Wilson. She's at the head of the circle, setting up a play at 1-4 out front. There's the ball knocked away. Picks it up. Better not dribble it. She doesn't. She hands off after giving the elbow. Here's the ball up by number 34, Manafrey. She scores Kingston's first point. Here comes pressure from Kingston. Gordon right in the front with it now. All the way across court to Malia Baker. Back out to Jordan right-hand side. Jordan wants somebody to go through. Anika does. Popping out is Runyon. A little sort of sagging man-to-man. Jordan popping out. She'll pop a three. In and out. No good. Pull out there by Kingston, and they're running. Kingston with the ball in the front court. Give and go. Then knocked away by Coleman. Tried to get it down the middle. Coleman got her hands on it, knocked it away. Right with it. Free throw line. Pulls up. Rolls. No good. As it's stolen in there by Coleman. She puts it up. No good. I believe she's going to be fouled. She'll go to the line. That's Pankey. Coleman goes to the line. Puts it up. Good. She'll be there for a second shot. 3-2. Early going. First quarter. Chargerettes. Coleman, second shot on the way. Rolls good. Full court pressure by the Chargerettes. Again, Wilson has no trouble. Has got out of control, but got the ball to opposing or the players. There's the ball knocked out. Carly Runyon may have got her hand on it. Baseline right will go Kingston Yellow Jackets. In there to 22 up off the board, misses it over the back. Is number 12, Pankey. That's her second foul. Quickly, number 30, Brackett comes in. Pankey has to sit. 5:51 to go in the first quarter. Here comes full court pressure by the Kingston Lady Yellow Jackets. Runyon into front court, reverses, head of the circle, backs it out. Wanting to drive. Tough defense by Kingston Lady Yellow Jackets. But she's going to drive anyway, puts it up, misses it. And then what? I believe Smith's going to get a foul for slapping at it. It is. Here's a throw out by Malia's there to take it. She was waiting on that. Drives all the way, puts it up. No good. Ripped off in there by Kingston. Kingston already in front quarter. That should have been a charge. Or call a walk. We'll take it. Should have been a charge. 4 turnovers here. Less than 3 minutes into the ball game by Kingston. Chargerettes with none. Smith with it. Oh, she almost backcourted. Get it to Runyon. Runyon backs it out. Runyon looking. It's a 2-3 sagging defense here. 30 disguising it pretty good. Coleman going to try 3. In and out. No good. Ripped off fire by what? the Lady Yellow Jackets, but Coach Quinn wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. Telling you the score, Chargerettes 4, Kingston 2.
In local organizations, local matters. Feel good about putting your money back into the community you call home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Play resumes. It is Kingston with the ball. Wilson out front. Carly Runyon on her. They want something set up. Wilson goes her right, takes Runyon, runs into her own man. What in the world? Runs into Coleman. What was that? They're going to call it jump ball, but they're going to say it's going to be Kingston's. Well, she just flat ran into Coleman. Coleman didn't move. They called it a jump ball. Baseline right will go the Lady Yellow Jackets. Out front it'll go. Gulliman. Gulliman, a little left-hander. She'll pull up for a three and makes it. Boy. And now it's 5-4 Kingston. Here comes Wright. Backs it up, looks at it. They're plugging the middle. We're not going to let them drive. Popping out is Coleman. Wright posting up. Here is Baker for three. Don't know if they're going to give her a three or not. 7-5. Chargerettes regain the lead. Here's the ball in front court. They have the numbers. Now they'll hold it up. Robinson. Back out front to Wilson. Wilson just holding it out there. Over to Robertson, right-hand side. They run that pick down side. Robertson has nowhere to go, gives it back to Brackett. Back over to go to Wilson on the left side. She'll come out in the front. Makes her move, dishes off to Robertson. Thought about a three. Can't do anything, and now gives it 22 for three, no good. Rebounded by the Yellow Jackets, up no good. Tanika fighting for it, coming out with it, get it over to Wright. Right into front court. Wants to drive. Can't, gives it to Coleman left wing. Popping out is Baker. Put up another three, no good. Rebounded in there by Gulliman. Given over to Wilson. Back out front to Gulliman. She'll do a three. She got another three. Boy, that's 2 threes for her. Sort of forced that one up. Now it's the Lady Jackets in front. Runyon over to Baker, left side. Popping out Smith. She thought about a three. In the corner to Runyon. Popping out. Right. Wants to drive. Can't. Now to Anika. She'll put up a two. Good. They're going to give her a two. And we go back in front by 1-9-8. Here's a girl wide open. 34. Manafort lays it up. And they had two back there. Nobody got back with them. And so the Lady Jackets go ahead by 1. Here's Anika popping out in the corner to Carly. Driving the baseline, Carly puts it up out of control. Smith gets it on the backside, gives it to Carly. Carly wants to drive again, puts it up left-handed. Rolls no good, pass around, coming out of there with it, Kingston. Boy, Kingston just running, nobody picks them up. Carly did a good defensive job. We had two other girls back, and they just looked. That's sort of been our downfall all year. It's your man, and you're going to take care of him. Baseline left, girl wide open underneath. Good. That's Wilson. And now it's a 3-point lead by Kingston, 12-9. 1:28 to go in the first quarter. Runyon over to Connor, who come in to Coleman. Coleman, and then to Baker popping out in the corner to Coleman. Here is Connor. She's going to put up a 3. No good. Trying to run it down. Kingston does, but Leah gets her hands on it, batted around to the backcourt. Finally, Coleman comes up with it. On up it'll go to Runyon. Runyon wants to make her move, stops, puts it up. Good. Charlie Runyon. 1 point different here. Kingston's got the, I was trying to see. They had the numbers again, and I believe Runyon knocked it out. Jordan's going to return. Who's coming out? Runyon. Number 14, Thompson, takes it, gives it to Wilson, wide open, misses a layup, rebound by Kingston. Coming out there with it, she misses it, will be Coleman. Coleman giving it over to Baker. Baker reverses, gets it on up to Wright. Wright makes her move, puts it up, rolls, no good. Pull off by Kingston. And here they got to run out again, 1-on-1. Pulling up is 24, no good. And then Kingston knocks it out of bounds. Oh, goodness. Supposed to have been out of bounds, but Connors gets it. An official sitting right there looking at it. 10 seconds. In the corner to Connor. Connor forces it up. Good. Connor forces a 2 up. As this first quarter comes to an end, the Chargerettes ahead 13-12.
Comfort for those you love. Comfort begins with natural gas.
Starting the second quarter, it will be Chargerettes with the ball. Coleman into Wright. Right into the front court. See if we made some adjustments. Wright goes to the left to Coleman. Back to Baker. Baker wants to drive over to Wright. Back out to Baker, or excuse me, Smith. In the corner to Coleman. Popping out, Jordan Wright. They're going to lob it into Leah Baker. She has it blocked in there. First turnover by the Chargerettes. As Stokesbury has the ball in there now. Didn't play in the first quarter. Here's a give and a go, fighting for it. Hey, what's going on here? A little frisky shoving and pushing going on between Coleman and Guillemot. They just let them play. Here's Kingston with the ball. Then thrown away. Wright picks it up, headed back the other way. Wright stops, pops, rolls, no good. Boy, can't buy a basket. Coming out with it, Kingston. They've got the number if they hurry. Number 20 off of her foot. Stolen, then restolen by Kingston. On the baseline, 20 puts it up. No good, fighting for it. Kingston has it, left-handed layup. Number 24, Guillemot. She's got 8 points. Got to keep her off the board. Kingston goes back out in front by 1, 14-13. In the corner of Baker, she'll throw a 3 up, no good. Trying to run it down, batted around in there. Baker comes out with it. Baker dribbles, sandwich, side step, goes up, knocked down. And they say up, get the ball's out of bounds, no foul, no blood. Here comes Runyon back in. Baseline right left. We'll go right. Gives it to Smith. Has it knocked out of her hand. Tries to re-steal it. Ball on the floor. Jump ball. It'll go to Kingston. That'll be a turnover for the Chargerettes. Didn't have any in the first quarter. Coach Morgan a little irate there. Here is Kingston. Full court pressure by the Chargerettes. Ebba has it on up to Wilson. Wilson reverses out of the corner, almost stolen in there. Now they get control of it. Inside, it will go no good. As number 12, Pankey, tried to do a left-handed layup, couldn't. Here is Runyon. What? We'll say Kingston hit it. Belden goes in. Well, they're going to say it's Kingston, so that's another turnover to Chargerettes. Wilson with the ball. She'll walk it down this time. 14-13 Kingston. 5:40 to go in the half. Give and go to Wilson. Off the board, good. We've had trouble that give and go and backdooring all season. Runyon holds up. Coach Morgan calls the play. Again, it looks like it's a 2-3, but it's a man-to-man. They just set up in it. Smith puts up a 3. Rolls good. Now they're going to say 2. Oh, I thought that was a 3. Back the other way for a layup. No good. Ripped off in there by Coleman. Kingston missed the layup. I think that was Bolden. Here's Wright off the board. Too hard. And the ball on the floor. Fighting for it, Connors. And it will go the Chargerettes, so that's a turnover for Kingston. Gilliman comes back in. Baseline right, got to throw it in, Carly. Back out it goes to Baker. Baker over to Coleman. Left side, nobody's moving. That's when we get ourselves in trouble. Runyon reverses along the baseline, puts it up, no good. And let's say Coleman knocked it out. I've never seen Coach Morgan this irate. 4:35 to go in the half. 16-15 Kingston. They're looking inside the big 24. She'll take Smith in. Up and in good. Gellman. That's 10 points for her. She's their big gun. Here's Runyon driving. Stops, puts it up, good. We get back within 18-17. Wilson with the ball. Both coaches substituting freely. Here inside, Gulliman again, but she throws it away. Runyon picks it up. Runyon on the run. She'll drive all the way through, lays it up left-handed, no good. She's going to be fouled. Not very many fouls. 22. Wilson her first, only the third. Runyon can tie it up and put us ahead. Has 2 shots, first and up, in and out, no good. Here comes Kayla Knox in, and Smith goes to the bench. So now Carly can tie it if she makes this one. Up, good. So we're tied at 18-all, 3:45 to go to the half. Wilson with the ball. Baker on her. She'll go to the right side. They're trying to isolate big 24 down there. Leah's on her now on 30, but here she's going to pop out. Try 3, no good. What? They're going to get Baker. Who? That's on the jackets. We're going to say number 30, Brackett. 18-all, Runyon to the left. Popping out Coleman. Giving it out to Knox. Lost it, regains it, gives it in the corner to Runyon. Runyon in and trying to get it inside, but stolen in there. Now restolen by the Chargerettes. Runyon. Going to drive, lays it up. She's going to be foul. Now they start calling a foul. 14, Thompson. Only 15 foul, but Runyon was fouled in the act of shooting. Puts it up, no good. She's only 1 of 2 from there. He's there for a second one. This one up, good. She's hitting 50%. Here comes the Kingston Lady Yellow Jackets. Wilson with it. Over it'll go to Robinson. Out front now to Brackett. Brackett has the ball. Coleman all over. Where's the 5 seconds? Where the fans calling for it. Finally gets rid of it, gives it to Wilson. Wilson, oh, she double dribbled. Palmed that ball, yes. 5th turnover, the Lady Jackets. This quarter, 4 in the first. 2:19 to go in the half. To the left, that's number 34, Wampler in there now. To Runyon, thought about a 3. How did it go to Knox as they're trying to post up. And then Jordan Wright gets called for offensive foul. It's only the second one. Coleman going to come in for whom? Well, don't know. Wright. Wright was posting up, had them arms out. They get her for offensive foul. Here comes Wilson for Kingston with the ball. Baker on her. There's a backdoor cut again. That backdoor cut absolutely killing us. That's number 24, Yellowman. She's having a field day. She just sort of stutter steps out and then wheels and goes. Here's Chargerettes. On the baseline, in and out is Runyon. Cannot get it. 2019, Kingston. And then there's the ball knocked out of bounds by Runyon. Coach wanting a foul on that. Well, let's see who we got out there now. Smith, Runyon, Coleman, Wampler, Baker. Wilson has it. Now inside, back outside it'll go. There was a give and go, but Carly Runyon stepped in the passing lane. Runyon all the way across court. That Coleman? No, that's Wampler. Couldn't get it. Rebound by the Chargerettes, and then along the baseline, Amelia Baker bounces it in. 5 for her. Chargerettes take 1 point lead. This comes down to the last shot. This person's going to win it. Here it goes inside the big 24, up and in good. That's a Gilliman. She got 8 points this quarter. .28 seconds to go to the half. Runyon's going to hold it out here. We're going to have the 1 point lead, 19 seconds. Runyon still gives it off to Baker. In the corner it goes to Wampler, back out to Smith. Over to go to Coleman. In the corner to Runyon. Runyon looking inside, popping out. Now back to Runyon. She's going to make her move with 3 seconds up. Good! Runyon makes it at the buzzer. And at the half, it's the Chargerettes in front, 23-22.
Come and shop at the Bargain Barn and United Grocery Outlets, where we feature extreme value and an opportunity to save on groceries from all our major name brand suppliers. Check out our...
This may go down to the wire, folks. Kingston, and it goes. Boy, they're getting it in 24. Bad pass. Let it go. That'll be a turnover. Kingston. So Kingston makes the first turnover. Wright with the ball. Wilson fixing to pick her up. They're going to come at her with a double team. Jordan, you better get across, and she finally does get to Baker. Here comes Runyon across. She loses the ball. Picked up by Kingston. Here's 34 off the board, too strong. Picked up in there by Baker, given over to Wright. Both teams seems a little tight here. Wright with it. It's not a runaway with each team. as Wright and Runyon play catch and toss out front. Now Runyon with it, backing up. It's a man-to-man, but it's a sagging man by Kingston. Oh, almost walked in there, Coleman. Cross court it goes to Runyon. Runyon backs it out. Wants to drive. Goes to Smith. Smith into Runyon. Back out to Baker for a three. Give it to her. Leah Baker with a three. Gave us a little breathing room as we go back out by 2. In front to 24, drives, puts it up and good. Gellman's just eating us up alive. 16 points for her. I don't know if we got anybody who can handle her. Pretty big kid. Takes up a lot of space in there. Wright wanting to drive. Stops, puts it off the board. Good. Jordan Wright. Thought it was going to go off the board. It didn't. Straight in. Quickly, Robertson gives it over to Wilson. Guillemot, drive, what? They say you walk. And they're looking now for Riley Guillemot every time. Side backcourt. Chargers, Coleman into Wright. Wright down the left side. Backs it out. Kingston always looks like it's a 2-3, and then they start sagging back into a man-to-man. Wright, you're going to have to attack the basket. Gets a screen. Goes along the baseline. Fakes up off the board. Good. That was a good move there. Use the backboard. Now the Chargerettes jump out to a 5-point lead. They're looking inside the Guillemot. There is number 12, though, wide open, misses the layup. Fighting for it. Lee Smith is going to get the foul. It's her second foul. It's only the 13th foul. Going to the line, Medea Hankey. Puts it up, rolls good. Be there for a second shot. This one up, good. Cans both of them. 3-point lead now with the Chargerettes, 29-26. Jordan Wright with the ball. Pushes off, no call. Back over to Smith. In the corner to Runyon. Going off the board, good. That's a good shot by Runyon. 10 points for her. 5:02 to left in the third quarter. Chargerettes ahead. 31-26. Inside it goes. Reversal layup, no good. Smith pulls it off. Good strong rebound. Wright wanted to drive all the way, does so. Lays it up. No, she's going to foul. Be foul on the floor. 34, that's Manfred. Here comes Emily Thompson in. And Hankey takes a seat. Also 34, Manfred. Here's a shot up. Off the inbound pass, no good. But Runyon's going to get fouled. But and a Robinson. Runyon will be shooting 2. Eyes it up, good. Number 20, Stocksbury back in. Coming out, Robinson. Runyon, second shot. On the way, good. And now it's a 7-point lead. That's the biggest lead so far by either team. Here's Stocksbury. Inside it goes. And now what? Foul inside by whom? 23. Jordan Wright, her second one. Not a shooting foul. They're going to discuss it. And no, it's going to be on the floor. Baseline right. We'll go Thompson to trigger it in. Here's Wilson. It's blocked, but they're going to call a foul on Wright. That looked like all ball. That's her third. Her second one in 5 seconds. Going to the line will be Abby Wilson. Puts it up. Good. They've only been to the line twice. They've made all their free throw. Wright has to come out and sit for 3 fouls. Second up, Rose no good. And then, boy, Anika tried to block out, and I thought the ball went off on her, but the official was right there. Goes back over. Here's Runyon in the corner. On the baseline to Coleman. They say, Coleman, you walk. Second turnover this quarter. 6-point lead by the Chargerettes. 33-27. Here is number 20, Stocksbury. Her first point. Smith into the front end of the corner. It goes to Wampler. Wampler reversal on the baseline. Can't get a shot off. Backs it out there. Gives it to Runyon. Runyon is going to drive. Back it goes to Wampler to Baker. Baker looking back to Wampler in the corner. Popping out is Smith. And then to Coleman and Runyon. Runyon said, we'll start it again. She reverses, stops, puts it up. Good. Carly Runyon. Having a good game. 14 points for her. Still a 6-point lead by the Chargerettes. They're looking inside. And then it's taken away. There's a jump ball. It'll go to the Chargerettes. That'll be a turnover for Kingston. And now Coach Gwynn wants a timeout. We'll take it with them. Here at the Roundhouse, Billy Joe Schultz. You're listening to Chargerette basketball here on WCPH Radio. Runyon with the ball, having a good night. Scored only 2 points in that first quarter. Smith back to Runyon. Back to Smith. Inside, and then Smith throws it away. Bounce it over Baker's head. Picked up in there. Lady Yellow Jackets, Wilson with it. There's a backdoor cut. And then knocked out of bounds by Coleman. A good defensive play by her, but they said she was out of bounds when she made it. She did block it on Gellerman. Gellerman in it will go. Around to Wilson outside. Wilson, they're trying to get it inside now. Looking inside, and then there's a 3 up, no good backside for Wilson. Now to Gellerman, she's going to drive left-handed, puts it up, no good. Battling around. Yellow Jackets with a ball. And now underneath the 12, she puts it up, misses it again. Coming out with it, Coleman. Over to Runyon. Runyon, that was Wampler, it got that, I'm sorry. Coleman with it, popping out Smith. Now Baker. Wampler right-hand side, they give it to her. She's looking inside, popping out. Coleman, she'll take a 3. Give it to her. Jordan Coleman. 38-29, 9-point lead. Boy, that helped. And they're just posting the 2 big girls up. Gellerman comes outside and quickly, what? Coach Wynn called the timeout again. We'll take it with them. 1:33 to go in the third. 38-29 Chargerettes. Side front court. Here's Wilson almost. She tried the back door. Out front, Baker on her. Gellerman trying to go. They give it to her now. She's going to drive on Smith, puts it up. Good. I'm telling you, we don't have nobody that can guard her. She's tough. 7-point lead now, 1:10 to go in the third. Coach Morgan says back that out, make them come after you. Here, Runyon giving it to Smith. Looking inside, popping out. Coleman into the corner to Runyon, left-hand side. Wampler posting up down low. Coleman has it now out front to Smith in the corner. Popping out, Runyon again. She's wanting to drive, does so. Puts it up. What? You got to call something. Oh, it's just knocked it out of bounds. I'm sorry. No call. Johnny said, wasn't that a foul? Baseline right. They give it to Baker, puts it up. Good. Baker on fire from there. 10 points for her. 9-point lead, 28 seconds to go in the third. You know who they're going to go to. Element pushing out. They're using a lot of elbows in there. Wilson driving all the way, lays it up. No good, ripping it off. Wampler giving over to Runyon. 10 seconds. Johnny Morgan says slow it down. You're going to have to do something. Here's Anika going to put up a three. Off the board, no good at the buzzer. As it sounds, the Chargerettes ahead, 40-31.
WCPH.
Back
For
here.
over 40 years and 36.
Now, Cliff, hold on there. Starting the fourth quarter, Runyon double team. Gets it in there, back out to Baker, puts it up, no good. Ripped off in there. Manfred. Up front it goes. And then stolen in there by Smith. Good job on Guillemot in there. Gives it back now. Runyon backs it out and starts the offense. Goes Smith or Baker, back out to Jordan. Jordan fires up a three. No good. Bouncing around there. Guillemot has it. She walked with it. No call. They'll give it back to her now. And here's a give and go to number 12. Knocked out of bounds by Runyon again. Good defensive play. I think he would have had a layup. Here's a ball inside. It's jump ball. It'll go back to Kingston. 40-31. Chargerettes baseline left. Goes Guillemot, triggering it in. They'll go back outside, give and go to Guillemot. And then knocked away, and there Runyon comes out with it again. Up the court it go to Baker. Baker wants to drive, stop, puts it up, in and out, no good, bounces around. Coming out with it, Kingston. We had a good look at it. Long shot down there to Guillemot, off the board. No good. Ripping it off Wampler. And then let's see who's going to foul. Manfred. Only 3 team fouls for both teams. Well, we've not scored in either team here in a while. Coleman getting ready to come off the bench. Coach Morgan's telling them what to do now. Runyon outside. Gives it over to Baker in the corner to right. Back to Smith. Back to Wampler. And here's Carly Runyon wide open. She makes them pay for it. The three. Good ball rotation by the Chargerettes. Guillemot down low, wheels, deals, can't get the shot off, batted around in there. And now what? Chargerettes, 23. That's right, that's her fourth one. Coleman comes back in. We got Runyon, Wright. Here's Guillemot. Ball on the floor. Fighting for it. Coming out there with it to Chargerettes. Turnover. And then Gulliman and Coleman go at it. Oh, goodness. A little feisty here. The official is going to come over. Coleman didn't back down from Gulliman. Now the official, I don't know what it's going to be. Well, they're going to have to get their heads together. They want the coaches to get together. Well, this is interesting, folks. Coleman and Gulliman went at it. Gulliman's been an elbowing. And Johnny's explaining. He wants Anika to come back in. A little testy in there now, folks. Don't see either. I don't think they threw Gulliman and Coleman out. All knocked out of bounds by the Chargerettes. Here comes side front court. Kingston, Wilson with it. Going to drive, forces it up, no good. Fighting for it. Coming out of there with it, Jordan over to Runyon. Runyon is running. Now she'll hold up. Gives it back to Jordan. Jordan. Back it goes to Runyon into Jordan. Wheels around up, no good. Good shot by Jordan. Just wouldn't foul. They got the Gulliman out of there. Takes off a little pressure for the Chargerettes. It's back out to Wilson. Then across to Haba. Back to Brackett. To Wilson. Wilson wanting to drive, stops, reverses, and then back out to 4 for a 3. Off the board, no good. Putting it up, blocked in there, picked off in there by the Chargerettes. Giving up court to Runyon. Runyon taking her time with 3:56 to go. Now Coach Gwynn from Kingston wants her players on them. Inside it goes to Smith. Wheels deals, but puts it back outside in the corner to Baker. To Runyon, right-hand side. To Wampler. Wampler, then Baker pops out, giving it to Runyon. Over to Jordan. She thought about a 3. They're wanting them to shoot. To Wampler. To Runyon. And then there is number 30. Just knocking Malia Baker down, I think. 30. Brackett. They just knocked. She just floored Malia. Well, Gulliman didn't stay long. She's back in. Johnny Morgan said, Coleman, you're in, and the fans are loving it. I'll guarantee Coleman won't back down. Out front it goes to Smith. Over to Coleman in the corner to Baker. Baker looking. Coleman posting it up low. She wants the ball. Jordan out front. Drives all the way through. Lays it up and in. Good! Jordan Wright. 8 points for her. 48-31. 3 minutes to go. Here is Gulliman with the ball outside. Smith on her. And then almost throws it away, but Wilson picks it up. And then it is knocked away, restolen in there. And there's Gulliman wide open. What? Coach Quinn calls a timeout. Yeah, as soon as Gulliman come back in there, Coleman, she jumps off that bench. She wants back in. Here's the ball into Wilson. She'll fire up a 3, air ball. And they're going to say goes over to the Chargerettes. Coleman in the right. Up front it'll go to Baker. Baker left-hand side wanting the drive. Backs it out. I'm sure they're going to take some time off. Gives it to Coleman. Then right on the right side. In the corner to Runyon. 2:22 to go. Smith popping out as Baker for the ball in the corner to Coleman. Right posting up. They're going to give it to her. She wheels and deals. Puts it off the board. Rolls no good. Baker was there putting it up, and she's going to be fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. It's on Gellerman. It's only her first. Make them pay for it, Malia. Puts it up. Rolls, no good. She'll be there for a second shot. Thompson in for the Yellow Jackets. Malia for a second shot. On the way, good. As we get down to $2 left. 49-31. Wilson popping out Gulliman. She'll back up, fire 3 up. No good. Ripped off in there, Runyon. Given over to Smith. Smith. Back out, he go to Runyon. Runyon driving in the corner to Baker. Baker would have took that shot earlier. They're going to run some clock off. Carly drives, dishes off to Baker. Back it goes to Coleman. To right in the right-hand corner. Popping out. Now they've got Runyon. She's too far under. Too far under. That's going to be Coleman with her first. Well, yeah, they have to give her second because called a double foul on them a while ago. Wilson with the ball. Puts it up, no good. Jordan had it, all on the floor. Now what? Going to be a foul? Yeah. That's Abby Wilson. Her second, but that's 17 foul. Well, they had 7, now they're going back down to 6. Oh, it went to the wrong side. Jordan Wright up there. She's only scored 8 points. First time at the free throw line. Puts it up and in good. Chargerettes going to draw even at 6-6. Second one on the way, good. Playing Harriman last night might have took it out of the Yellow Jackets a little bit. Here's the ball inside, and a 3 by 20, no good. Knocked out of bounds. That's Stooksbury. 50-cent piece left. Chargerettes fixing to go 5-5. Wright with a big grin on her face. In the corner it goes to Baker. She don't want to shoot. She'll give it in to Smith. Smith's under the basket. She'll shoot. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded in there by Wright. She's trying to go up. Has it blocked in there. Coming out with it, Kingston. Kingston with the ball. Maiden has it and she travels. Turnover. Number 6. Kingston. So Coleman goes out. Connor comes in with 15 seconds to go. .20 lead. Boy, this went back and forth first quarter. The first half. Right with it. Drives. Puts it off the board. Good. Now this ball game comes to an end. Chargerettes win it 53-31. And I'm looking down here. Kingston didn't even score in that fourth quarter. That's unreal. I got busy on all this other, but they did not score. We'll go.